Hello, my name is Joshua Keith with Agility Communications Group. Today we are going to be looking at training for the Yealink T58V phone. We will be looking at basic call handling, checking the voicemail, and menus and features. In order to make a call, start by dialing the number of the person that you wish to reach. Use 9 for an outside number. For an internal extension, just dial the person's extension. Once you have entered the number, hit pound in order to send the call. You'll notice that the speakerphone automatically activates. You can switch between the headset and the handset by using either the headset button, which will then turn green whenever you use it, or by picking up the handset. If you wish to switch back to the speakerphone, just hit the speakerphone button. You're also able to mute a call by hitting the mute button at the top right of that grouping. It turns red to show that it's active. To turn it off, just hit the button again. There are 2 ways to put a call on hold. The first is to use the button next to the numpad. It has a phone with a pause sign next to it. Once you do that, you will see that the phone call goes on to hold. To resume the call, just hit the button again. In order to use the touch screen, you can also just hit the button that looks like a pause symbol, and the call automatically goes on hold. Then hit the resume button to take the call back up again. Just like with the hold feature, there are 2 ways to transfer a call. The first is to use the transfer button up on the touchscreen. The second is to use the transfer button at the number pad. In order to initiate the transfer, hit the transfer button while you are on the call with the person, and then enter the extension of the person you are trying to reach. Then hit the transfer button. You will be given 2 options. In order to do a direct transfer without you talking to the extension 8909, just hit the transfer button. However, if you would like to announce the call and make sure that they would be willing to accept it, hit the send button. Once you do this, it will start ringing 8909. If you want to transfer the call to the end user, hit the transfer button. If, however, they are unable to take it, hit the cancel button, and then you are able to resume that call and ask them for a message that you can pass on at a later time. The phone alerts you that you have a voicemail with a red blinking light at the top of the screen. It also lets you know that you have a voicemail at the top of the touch screen, as well as a count to show you how many that you have. In order to check your voicemail, hit the message button at the bottom of the numpad, and then it will start dialing the voicemail for you. Here you will be prompted to enter your extension followed by the pound sign, and then your password also followed by the pound sign. In order to check your call log, hit the call log button at the bottom left of the touchscreen. It is the phone with the 2 arrows. From here, you'll be able to see all your calls. On top of that, you can look at them in smaller categories such as missed calls, placed calls, received calls, and forwarded calls. If you need to look through the list, you're able to drag your finger across the touchscreen in order to see more calls. If you need more information on the call, hit the information icon to the right of the call. Here you're able to do some things with manipulation of the call information. Also, in order to get back to the main screen from any of these menus, hit the circle button at the bottom of the touchscreen, and this will divert you back to the main screen. In order to access the directory, choose the icon on the left side of the screen that looks like a person. Then choose Remote Phone Book. Then choose your company name and the department, and then you will be given an alphabetical listing of the people in your company. If you want to make contacts for yourself, choose Local Directory. Then hit the plus sign. Enter the name of the person that you're trying to reach. Also, enter their phone number. Once you have entered all of their information, hit the checkmark button at the top right of the screen and you will have your new contact. In order to activate Do Not Disturb on your phone, hit the D&D button on the right side of the touchscreen. You'll notice that at the top of the touchscreen, the Do Not Disturb icon becomes active. Hit the D&D button again in order to turn it off. In order to activate the call forwarding, hit the Call Forward button at the bottom right of the touchscreen. Then we need to turn the Always Forward radio box to on. Then we need to enter the forward to number. If it's an outside number, make sure you dial 9 and then the rest of the number. Once we've entered the number, use the checkmark box. We see that it saved successfully, and then there's an icon at the top of the touchscreen that indicates the call forwarding is still on. In order to turn it off, just hit the call forward button again. Thank you for watching our training on the Yealink T58V phone. If you have support questions, please email support@agilitycg.com. For more information about our Agility ONTAP cloud-based offering or support contracts which come with free upgrades, please send an email to info@agilitycg.com. To learn more about our company and what we do, please visit www.agilitycg.com. Thank you.